everybody? Your boy Poe is back in the house. You know, I'm trying to be more active in doing video content and, try to help people get their voices heard. So, yeah, I'm doing a YouTube and I'm doing talk show. So I'm doing two shows at once. I hope you guys come through and support me. Let me see. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of minutes, but I'm gonna try to go over the things that I want to talk about. Excuse me. I want to talk about, which a lot of y'all already know what I talk about all the time, and I'm gonna keep talking about it until it gets annoying to the developers and they add it. But I don't want them to add it like EA did. EA they added it to the career mode, but they did it so fast just to make me be quiet and stop being annoying. But they really liked the idea, but it wasn't the time for something like tendencies to shine. They wanted to no, they want to. They had to focus on the story mode. That's what the investors and the upper CEOs wanted. They wanted the story mode to be more important than anything, and that's why a lot of mechanics in the game wasn't there because they also wanted to work on mechanics and stuff. That's something that I know. I'm not guessing. See, a lot of people guess. Like I hear people say, "Oh, Fight Night Champion was realistic." No, it wasn't. Devs even said it wasn't realistic. They said it was a hybrid game. And no matter what people argue and they try to fight you for telling them what the game was and what the game looked like. The game doesn't look like a realistic boxing game. You may play it like a real semi-realistic, because even when you try to play realistic, it's still things that's out of place in Fight Night Champion. I don't want to keep talking about Fight Night Champion because that's not what this video is about. Um, I want to talk about what I'm gonna talk about. Let me see my list. Okay, I'm gonna talk about being able to add boxers into career mode, at least 100. And to me, it should be in career mode. Okay, I'm back. Um, yeah, I want to give the. I mean, they should give us the option to put over 100 boxers in each division, so the career mode doesn't get stale. We should be able to have the option to say, I mean, to put when we want boxers to integrate into the career mode, or the computer could do it, and we should be able to before we start a career mode, we should be able to set up the career mode, who we want to be champ, who we want to be the contenders, and so on. And we should be able to tweak boxers for the career mode because a lot of boxing fans don't agree with what we're being given with the boxers in general. So we could put them in career mode where we think, well, not think, we to us what we see how they should react. And career mode, I mean creation mode should play a big part, not a big part, but play a part of what the career mode is. We should have the tendencies, capabilities, personalities, and move sets for boxers. You want the career mode to be as fun as possible because eventually you might want to put them online. I mean, career mode online. And to me, it's so much that could go into career mode online, and that's another thing we could talk about. To me, career mode online, you could pick one of your friends or whatever to be your promoter, your coach, the corner person, one of the corner. It could be two or three corner people, and I wouldn't think because a lot of people they think they know boxing. I think it should be like two people in your corner or just one because you don't want to be annoyed by getting too much information at one time. Let me see. Yes, it's so much that goes into a career mode. I like the direction Steel City is going, and it's to me it's a lot of great things they added. It almost gives that my favorite one of my favorite tech sim games. It gives that title about boxing vibe, but it's missing things. With the promoters, let us be able to create promoters. That was promised to us. We was promised to have promoters in the game. We was promised that. Let me see. Cause I had this all written down. Yeah, we were supposed to have trainers, referees, judges, promoters, and cutmen in the creation mode. Now, to me, it seemed like they might take that off the table and say, all right, well, we'll give it to them in the next game. And, the way I see things from experience, a lot of people think I don't have experience. Oh, you don't, you haven't talked to these developers like you talk. Yes, I do. I do talk to developers, and I have talked to EA developers through the whole process of 2 to 3 games. I talked to them. It was annoying to them, but I talked to them. Even in the Fight Night Champion, I was talking to some of the developers after their shift. They were still working on the game. At late at night, I was talking to them. So don't tell me what I know and don't know. I'm not guessing. I'm getting information. All right, give me a chance. I mean, give me a second. I'm gonna try to get some more people in here because I was set it up so people could verbally. I mean, what's going on? Verbally communicate what they want in a boxing game. And to me, this talk show is the best thing for them to communicate what they want. Let me see. Man, I saw this. He snuck up on him. Okay. Try to get my boy Remy up in here. How's it going, guys? Y'all can't get into the talk show so y'all can verbally communicate y'all ideas. I appreciate y'all coming through. Hey, smooth. You can't get on the talk show app that posted. Oh, okay, you working. All right, I understand that. Appreciate you, man. Oh yeah. He just posted a new well, it's content, not no actual video or nothing. He got you're able to fight four people fighting at one time. Because a lot of, well, not a lot of people were asking for that, and he added that. Yeah, it's going people see what people are doing is they're comparing Love See Shorty game to what Steel City and other games made. You got to realize that's a different game. It's one developer. I support him because I see his vision, and his vision is boxing. And some of the things he trying to add to catch that other audience that want four boxers fighting at one time. That's a mode I will not play. So he's still on it. He's trying to get money to get him a motion capture suit. Okay, I'm gonna start the show with the things that I want because I haven't played the career mode. I really haven't played the career mode, and I really haven't watched that many videos of people playing the career mode because certain things that I see in the game it annoys me, and I hate to get annoyed. All right, what career mode needs? It needs more creative boxer into action. Like you should be able to create a boxer that integrates into the career mode. Like you could set a time for them to integrate into the career mode, or you just able to put them in the career mode before you start, and then you should be able to put over 100 boxes in career mode. Because to me, in this day and age, we should be able to do more things that you weren't able to do back in the days. Um, what I want to do? Oh yeah, the we should be able to set and fill each weight division with boxers who's the champ. Who we should be able to say who the champ is going to be and who's the contenders and down. We can almost align the boxers rating system similar to how other companies. I mean, boxing sites line up how their boxing division is lined up, and that's how a lot of like football and basketball games they do that. They give you the option to create these. I mean, do these things to the game. And let me see. What happened to this? This is one thing I want to ask, and they don't even talk about it. See, Steel City need to tell us what's going on with them not adding certain things, cause they were telling us they were going to put they was going to put you able to create trainers, referees, create judges, and I know the referee part. The way they're going, that's not a question. I mean, that's not a thing right now. But these other things like the trainer, the judge, create a promoter, create a cut man. These are things Let us know, and you don't have them on screen or anything like they're locked. some companies put video game company put things in the game, but and they're locked into the full game comes out. So it seems like these are not going to be a thing in this in Undisputed. So trying to understand what are they going to do? Because people like me, which I annoy them. I know I do. But if you say you're going to give us something, you should give us something. And my thing is, you said Undisputed was going to be a realistic game. It was going to be a sim game. It's a boxing fan boxing game. So a boxing fan should be critical of the way the game is made. Now, a gamer, they don't care as long as they have some type of competitiveness in the game. A lot of times they don't know certain things that boxers do or what a certain boxer should, you know, his tendencies should be, his capabilities should be, and the traits and everything he should have to make him who he is. Let me see. And all the weight classes and catch weight options should be in a career mode. That should be a contractual thing in career mode. Exactly. It's like their thing is we be quiet, they're not gonna ask us about it. No. These things we have on record, what y'all was saying y'all was gonna put in the game, and we trying to hold you to it. And to me, that their indie game and their a lot of people should give them a break about certain things. It's been 4 years. 4 years. Any other game, I'm pretty sure if they were not working on this game, and another company was making a game, and it took 4 years to make it, people would get angry. It ain't like these devs just came out of school and just learned how to make games. I can see Ash. Ash said he was kind of struggling making the game and the graphics and stuff when he tried to do it himself. So when you hire these guys, a lot of them been in the industry for a while. And my thing is, SCI should have been hiring because a lot of developers are losing their job. They should have been hiring guys with experience because a lot of things what SCI is struggling with, a dev told me they shouldn't be struggling with. They should not be struggling with it in this day and age. And it's no excuse because a lot of things that fans want and asking for, I can see the technical things, but a lot of things that the fans are asking for, like robes and stuff like that, they can add it. It can be added. I got 3 devs not working for SCI before jokes start getting old. SCI telling you something? No. From other AAA games that told me that they could put robes on the boxers. The referee in the ring, they could put a referee in the ring. It's not a priority to them. But my thing, when you start putting certain words, they trying to um move away from that word. I remember an argument in the Discord that no, it's an authentic game. It's not a realistic and whatever, I forget the other words we was using. But they trying to move away from words just saying it's authentic. To me, if it's authentic, it's everything what we asking for. Authentic. Like, people want um to be able to fight more. I hear people saying, "Oh, I got a nice, decent career," but I people want career modes similar to the old school. You should be able to fight 3 to 4 times in a week. That's how they did back in the day when they weren't getting enough money. They said, "Hey, I gotta fight again because I gotta pay my bills." That's how they did things. Nobody don't want I fight once a month or um you fight every 2 months. Mike Tyson, he was fighting a thing three times in 1 month. Tyson was fighting a lot. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about Tyson, but he was fighting a lot. It's a lot of boxers that were fighting a lot. I think most boxers today won't get Floyd record, or they won't get in the 60s as far as record. Because it seems like they fight every once a year or every once in every 16 months. That's crazy. Some boxers been on for 2 years coming back trying to fight. That's crazy. No excuse. Let me see if I got anybody in for talk show. I, I hate when people complain, but they don't support. I appreciate the ones that do support. Stop complaining when you have opportunity to express yourself on a bigger media. And let me see what else. Oh yeah, it's so much that's missing. See, like I said, I haven't played the game, but so much I can see that's missing within the game. The referee means a lot, but it seems like that's not going to be a priority for a couple of months, and nobody want to hope for a couple of months because the way the industry is, we might not get another game. Because I'm seeing a lot of games that were happy about the way their game they made, and then like 6 months later, there's no game. I mean, the company is dissolving. They don't want to they want to fire devs and stuff. So things like that, that's kind of scary. What's going SCI had everybody hyped up because we thought Turkey Al Sheikh was going to fund them, and the way he was talking, like he was funding them, and we thought we was gonna have a massive game. Everything we want in the world as far as the game, because Turkey Al Sheikh was talking about the game, like he was funding it, helping them get anything they wanted to get and everything. And it's people expectations are higher now because they know what game companies did in the past, and they know that technology has advanced, so they expect more from companies. You actually got companies that's making games using AI. And my thing is, no, you know, this to Todd, but the AI could do a lot of the commentary. Even though it might sound, I don't know how generic it sounds now because I know it's programs that I have used that you could almost recreate people's voices and get them to say what you want to say. That's how deep technology is today. It's a lot of technology out there, and I'm a tech kid. I be looking for these things, and I look for these things because it proves a lot of points. Because I have a lot of different arguments that I need to prove something about. And yeah, the career mode, the presentation. I haven't really seen how that was done, but it should be more to it. It's so much that they could do with the career mode. Create you be able to create rings, create the arena or whatever, and you implement it into career mode. These are things you get different fan bases in. If you want to make a casual person a fan, you got to give them things like that. Let me try one more time, see what I could get from Twitter. If not, then I'm gonna just have to try to do this by myself. Yeah, I see nobody really wanna support the brother. I support everybody. Nobody don't support me. But yeah, Love C Shorty. I'm gonna talk about Love C Shorty. Try to kill a little time before I start talking about other things. Yeah, Love C Shorty. Respect because he does support me when he have a chance, and go on his Instagram and support him because he just put up that he got four. You could four people could pick a boxer, and it's like a four-way fight. If that because that's like that YouTube stuff. So he made that. Who's on the YouTube? Who's still here? I'll be shocked if somebody from YouTube come in. I would have been scared to put a link because they real iffy about you putting links in the Discord, which is stupid because you should be able to get as much from the community as possible. I think they should add more people from the past boxing games. I mean, not from past boxing games. Yeah, from past boxing games, but old school boxers. They should add them to Undisputed. You got some of the new fans to boxing. They just want all of the boxers today's boxers. Today's boxers will not fill up all the divisions. And that's another reason why I say we should be able to create boxes to fill out division. But all today boxers, because we should be able to we have different versions of boxers. Like, let's say Sonny Liston. We add them into a career mode. We should be able to create well, if they get the license and they create different versions of them, that's one thing. But if not, we should be able to create different versions of boxers, and we could put them in career mode at the age that we want them to be in there. We don't want to put Muhammad Ali in career mode, and he's the older Muhammad Ali, or we don't want the. Let me see. We don't want. It's to me. It's three different versions of Ali. It's the Ali, the young Ali, and then you got the one that came back after he did his thing with the military. when they banned him. And then it's like toward the end of his career, Ali. So we should have these different kind of boxes in the game. We should be able to like Floyd, if we ever get Floyd, and it's major ways they could get Floyd. Um, Tell Floyd he gets the majority of the money off of his DLC, and that and Floyd should feel that his character is going to sell enough for him to get a lot of money. I think it will sell, but there's so many bosses that Undisputed haven't got that they should, and there's it's a lot of old school bosses that fans want. Because you keep saying if you said that this is a game for boxing fans, and being that it's to some people they say it's a fighting game, they're going to gravitate to it because fighting game fans like the challenge of the game. To them it's a fighting game, so they're going to want it. And let me see what other bosses that I want. Pernell Whitaker. You want Paul Williams, Terry Norris, so many Shannon Briggs. My boy Shannon Briggs, and um, it's just so many people, and that will help make the game reach out to more people, especially the hardcore boxing fans. And career mode, and to me, you should be able to carry your career mode characters over to another career mode. I forget what game that was. I might have been a fight night game, but you were able to bring the characters over to another career mode. Some of your characters, your created characters. And I think in Fight Night you were able to create boxers. Was it in Fight Night? Yeah, I think you were able to create boxers while you was doing the career mode, and you put them in a pool of boxers. Cause that pool of boxers basically um, the equivalent of what NBA 2K was. When you have boxers in the free agency, that's what the boxing part would be. Like a free agency, or if they have like little hubs like gyms, you just add the boxes to them if you want, or they just stay in that pool. And that to me that would be an excellent idea. Just they just need to give boxing fans more options, and it should be options for gamers too. But we should never fight amongst each other because boxing fans love what they want and gaming fans love what they want. So if you have options for these things, it should make build a bigger community. Let's see if I can get some of my boys from Instagram in here. Uh, so who do you to the guys just listen? Who y'all think gonna win tonight? How do you feel about the matchup with Terrence Crawford and this guy? I think Crawford myself gonna stop the guy. He has 10 fights. They try to talk about his amateur career, but he still has 10 fights. Because amateur and pro is two different things. You could be a good amateur, But amateur and pro is two different things. Even though in Europe, technically people like even when I was boxing, they say Europe fighters for how many fights they have, they technically pros. But a lot of these guys in Europe, they have like over 100 fights. It was one guy, he had over 300 fights, 250 fights as an amateur. To me, you're a pro at boxing. You're a pro. And I remember I fought this guy from Germany. I fought him in England, and it was the Isle of Jersey in England. And this guy, I only had like what I had just turned open class. I had 7 fights, 8 fights, and this guy had how many fights? They said he had 100. And I was like, "Dad, gone." I was a little nervous because I get nervous, but I used to love to fight because I wanted to. I like trying to knock somebody out. I used to love fighting, and when I fought this guy, I said, "Dad," because he's German. It's almost like the Rocky movie. I was hitting this joke with everything. Then I said, "Hold up, I didn't know what I could get him with." Start beating him to the body. He dropped his hands. Boom, hit him. It was like a shotgun. He got hit with a shotgun. Like a shotgun blast. I hit that joker with a right hand. Boom, joker fellas. He flew in the corner. I said, all right. So, but fighting people from across seas and internationally, they have a lot of fights. So that's one of the things I kind of worry about. But I think Crawford is gonna stop him. I think within probably 5 or 6 rounds. Yeah, 100 fights is serious. Cause I think how many fights did I have as an amateur? I think I had 45 fights as an amateur, and that was serious right there. That was a serious thing. And I used to spar a lot of good guys, pros and stuff, contenders and stuff, and champions. So yeah, it was a good thing. Shannon, he used to even though I'm older than Shannon, Shannon used to talk to me a lot. I mean, when I used to go to the gym and spar, because I was like one of his main sparring partners. Him and Ray Mercer, I was there like one of their main sparring partners. I used to get paid, and I used to love getting paid for something I love doing already. I used to love to spar. I'm gonna turn down sparring. So yeah, they Shannon used to talk to me, telling me about his experiences. But Shannon to me, Shannon his success was because he was more athletic, and when he started getting bulky and stuff, I hated that. Like, Dad, man, you getting bulky like that, looking like the Hulk and stuff. Because to me, once you start bulking up, your speed. Because even Muhammad Ali, when he met Shannon Briggs, he said you have good speed and boxing abilities. And Shannon, he bulked up because he wanted power. But to me, when he was a skinnier heavyweight, he was still knocking people out. So what kind of knocking out you gonna do getting bulked up like that? It's gonna take away from your speed. Speed is power. Oh yeah, I got a lot of belts. No, I got 3 belts. 3 belts. 2 I gave to one of my ex girlfriend, and she let our house got burnt down and stuff. And she said that they didn't burn up. But I'm like, yo, why didn't you get them? Yeah, I got 2 belts because there's state championships. I got no, I got 3 belts, 2 state championships that I actually fought for. One of them was a walkover champ. It means that it was 24 people in the heavyweight weight class in New Jersey that signed up to fight. And then when it came to when I was about to fight, I was the walkover champ. It's like everybody mysteriously didn't show up or want to fight, and I'm not like making this up. I'm like, yo, what the heck? Because I used to love fighting, and to me, every fight that I lost, because I lost, judges and stuff, and to me, I'm like, yo, all right, I lost that fight. Now watch this. Everybody that how many fights did I fight? It was three fights that they took from me, but when I avenged it, I stopped each and every fighter. Yeah, I got three belts. One of them, I was supposed to fight this guy. If you look it up, his name is Mammal Mayfield. He was a champion. We had the same management and everything. And when we turned pro, we became friends, and we had the same management. But I didn't like the way the manager was moving me because I think in the back of their mind that he had to push his main guy more than he had to push me. And he was pushing him. He helped him get that belt and everything. And me, they was like didn't want to really help me out. So I set out my contract. Let's see, medals. Did I win? Yeah, I did win medals. When I went to England and fought, it was the New Jersey versus the Jersey in England, and I knocked out my guy, so I got a medal, a trophy, because I got fight of the night. When I fought like I got out of my amateur career, I got fight of the night. I think 3 times, 3 to 4 times. I can't remember exactly. No, the fourth time was they were telling me I suppose I got that trophy, and I'm up here waiting. They end up giving it to somebody else. It's they have politics in the amateurs too. Yeah, the team I was on, cause I was boxing out of Hillside. We had a good team, a strong team. I ain't got nobody coming in today, and I set this up for today. You know, just let these 3 minutes go out, and then I'm end it. But yeah, I want more because I used to when I was on the EA forums, I used to get boxers to actually come to the EA forum and talk. And to me, the casual fans always ran them away. They always used to talk slick to the pro boxers. To me, that's the most ignorant thing in the world. You want a boxing game, but when boxers come in there to talk to you and tell you certain things, you try to attack them. That makes you feel good. Cause I had was this Cunningham. I had Cunningham come in there. He was talking to a lot of the people on the forums about wanting to be in the game. Cause like I tell a lot of people, EA turned down a lot of boxers. He turned down a lot of boxers. That's why people be like, well, they couldn't afford it. Um, SCI can't afford these boxers, but they got these boxers. It makes no sense. And EA is a bigger company with more money behind them than SCI is. Cause they turned down Andre Ward. They turned down that is turned down a lot of boxes. And I was like, yo, because they was like, who is Andre Ward? Yo, you really don't know who Andre Ward is? Andre Ward was the Olympic champion. Well, they turned down Joe McCullen. McClellan, I mean. And Joe McClellan, his sister used to come on the site. I invited her on the EA site. She used to ask, ask could EA help with her brother because she was struggling to help her brother. And EA was like, they were they didn't add him to the game. Who else was Paul Williams? I think that was before Paul Williams got hurt. They didn't add Paul Williams. It was so many great boxers they didn't add. Oh, I've been on for about an hour now. Man, I appreciate you coming through. I was just telling everybody about you adding that new mode with the four boxers. Did you roll it out yet? Cause I just skimmed over because I was trying to put up my notification. I mean, put up to invite people in. Let's see, Shorty. That's definitely a dev log. That's definitely what people want to see. Oh, so what you put up, it wasn't nothing you actually put out. You just letting people know what you was working on. Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's good that you put something out to let people know you're still, excuse me, working. Because a lot of people think that you just saying you're working and not working. At least you showed them that you really are working. Oh, I kind of figured that. I kind of, it's alright. I kind of figured that much. You always working. You gotta pay your bills. A lot of people don't know, don't see that. The more they support, they make it easier for you not to be doing these little things because you gotta support your family. And I just hope that they start giving you money like they give these so-called YouTubers that they just throw money at for no reason. All they doing is talking. At least you're giving them a product that they could interact with. Yeah, see, I would have loved for you to have came on the talk show so I could confirm certain things that um SCI and some developers always try to act like they can't do. Because you as a developer, you know things that can be done, and some of these things you need a little help to make come to fruition. Now, to me, SCI cannot complain about not being able to do anything. They have over 70 developers. And my thing is that they got to connect with Turkey Al She. They should be able to ask them for anything they need. Hey, Turkey, we need a little more money to get devs that have a more advanced knowledge of this. I'm pretty sure if you had the money, you will ask developers to do certain things that you don't really have that big of a knowledge or you can't do. Yeah, I agree that you definitely you gotta do what you gotta do, and I respect that. And I'll be like, Dad, if I hit the lottery, I'm definitely blessing you, man. Cause I always keep you, people that I see really struggle and to do things and make things. You gotta bless them if you come into something, and I believe that. No no bad about the other developers. You're one of the developers, especially in the past. You interact with people more. And my thing is, I had interaction with SEI, but you got other devs that came in and say, "Hold up, Ash, you can't be talking to people that's not on the team." And if I was Ash, I'd be like, "Shut up. This is my company." To me, Ash don't take enough responsibility for his team. He let other people influence the way he runs the team. Ash used to actually report. He used to be like, "Poe, how do you like this? Poe, what do you think about this?" And to me, a lot of developers do that. They ask me questions because to them, I've been doing, not as a developer, but I've been talking and talking to developers, and they know I want a realistic boxing game. What's up, T Mac? Appreciate you coming through. I guess I'm getting more views on YouTube than I'm getting on Talk Show. Because I was trying to do an open mic. Yeah, but developers they sometimes developers make it bad for themselves. Because when I was talking to Ash literally, he's like, "Poe, what do you think about this?" Or I gave my feedback. Appreciate that. Yeah, Ash actually loved my feedback, and exactly because their communication to me now, the way SCI is doing now, it's no direct communication. Their thing is, I'm not talking bad about you, Box Fanatical. They let Box Fanatical put out videos. There's no interaction there. They used to let Jay Shep put out videos, no interaction there. Even when Will put out videos, everything was based on everything was based on just them giving us information instead of us giving feedback. And I'm pretty sure when fans put stuff down, when fans put, oh, I'm gonna wire out. Well, oh well. So yeah, when fans are giving feedback and like writing stuff, they weren't going through all that or actually talking about it. To me, the best feedback you can get if y'all both communicating back and forth. Or it was on your homepage on YouTube. Oh, yeah. Put the thing. Put for notification. I'm gonna start. Doing more videos. It's like to me. It seems like the developers in general. It's only one developer that really liked my, really liked my ideas. It was the guy that's doing the AI, and it's like they were trying to find a way to keep me from influencing him. It's like, yo, we got to get Poe off this site because they used to always try to make me change my ideas to suit them. That was the guys on Discord. Every time I put an idea out there, oh, explain your idea. Everybody on the Discord understood my idea, but you want me to break it down, and then when I didn't, you threatened to ban me. That's crazy. So that means you already had an agenda to ban me. And when I used to talk to Ash, I used to talk to Ash in the DMs, the Still City DMs, the Undisputed DMs. Then if I really we really had a conversation, we talked in the email because I used to talk to him and his brother in the emails. But somebody came in and said, "Y'all got to stop talking to Poe." And my thing is, I don't give. If I have a conversation, share. I don't share information. I'm gonna keep saying what I feel, but I don't. If we had a conversation and you say, "Paul, don't put this information out," that's one thing. Because with Ash, she used to even on holidays, you say, "Paul, I hope you had a great holiday." Paul, this that to me that's a good representation of what you have and what you're trying to accomplish. All your ideas and love seat along with Coach J, MMA would make this game god tier. But I don't know why they want y'all to be silent. Definitely, they crazy because that's not how this company started. They didn't start on being silent and anything. They were always talking about we're transparent. Then the transparency went away. What's up, technical jujitsu? Yeah, it's like they want the people that want certain things to disappear, or it's not in their mind. And my thing is, to me, a lot of people that don't want certain things, you're fighting fans. You're not sports boxing game fans. To me, fighting fans and boxing game fans are two different. They're two different fan bases. The Discord has moderators that's not really boxing fans. They're really not boxing fans. They're more. When I hear the conversations, they talk about MMA, UFC, and they talk about fighting games. So why are you so hard on the boxing fans? My thing is, I'm okay with casual fans wanting things, but that's when it comes with options and modes. Let the realistic boxing fans have options to play realistic and have realistic things. Let the casual fans have the modes that they want, and stop trying to force people to be online gamers. Let the online gamers have what they want, and let the offline gamers have what they want. And the way that SEI was in the beta part, I liked it. The online, I was like, "Dad, I might be an online gamer." I think is some of the devs and fans, they are not really truly boxing fans. They are more casual. They are. And that's my thing. I try to pick brains. Like when I pick aimbot. Aimbot, he tells, that's one thing I respect about him. He tell you that he's a casual boxing fan, if that. He tried to make himself a boxing fan, but he can't do it. He's more of a fighting game person, and he's more into other games than he is into boxing. And one thing that I do respect about EA, even though I don't like the way they develop their games because they made it for a casual fan base more than anything, is like hybrid. The developer, Brian Brizzo Hayes, he always did his research. He did research on every little thing, and we used to compare notes. And I said, "But you didn't look up this." And he showed me the video. I said, "Oh, you got the same video I got." Or are you asking people that's do you have pro boxers in there? And he said, "No," but he said does enough research that he know what the game needs. And I think if they weren't focused on that story mode with EA, they would have put more boxing mechanics in the game. That's what I was told. I really think this is some of the devs and fans. Oh yeah, I read that. Ash, Tom, Varys seem like they are serious about the game though. Oh yeah, Tom, that's the AI guy. Varys, I don't know, because Varys one of the persons that instead of I was like trying to conversate with him, he shut me down. Varys used to get mad at me because of my mindset. And to me, when I say things, I don't say stuff to be disrespectful to anybody. But my thing is, I want what I want, and you can't feed me what I don't want. I want. Yeah, but Ash and Tom, they got more of a boss. Varys is I don't know. Varys get on my nerve. I don't think Varys is serious. Varys know how to keep the people you know in a certain mindset. They do, casuals do, but it also depends on the game. Like with Madden, you have a more um hardcore fan base. Madden, they really have a big football fan base that's hardcore football fans. And the reason why NBA 2K always did good in the beginning is because their fan base were actual basketball fans, and the casuals they start coming along. EA had the casual market for NBA Live, and they've influenced what EA NBA Live was, but NBA 2K had more of a influence of boxing fans because 2K and their development team they have basketball players on the team, and it's a lot of games that have like more of a influence. Like, but Undisputed, it doesn't have boxers there. They keep saying that I keep forgetting his name. I always try to remember his name, but I forget it. They always say he drops in to see how well they're doing with the game, and he likes the game. But you should have boxers there influence the game, not after you done made something and then he see it and then he gonna say, well, oh yeah, that look good. And half of the time, these boxing coaches or um so-called boxers, they're gonna agree because they see them in the game. I'm in the game. They don't take it as serious as a lot of these basketball players or football players. You know, it's just um the SCI is, to me, that's like they like almost teetering on being like what EA was doing. At launch, people were complaining about my game having total control punch tracking. Yeah, yeah, that is funny, Love. See, the way 2K going about the pro play is nice from the gameplay. They dropped yesterday, seemed like Undisputed needs some of that pro play with Tennessee. I basically was talking about that idea that they got. It seemed like other companies listen to some of the stuff I be talking about, besides the companies that I'm really trying to influence. Because companies keep complaining about they can't do stuff. It's too much technology out there. I got this from devs. I got this from AAA devs. It's like Undisputed is intentionally not putting certain things in. It's like you have 4 years to implement the basic things. Instead of adding all the fluff around it, you get the basic things done. Then you start adding little things. Because they keep making an excuse that with the referee, like that, they keep saying, oh, the referee is hard to put in. No, he's not hard to put in. I'm seeing generic games, and I know you're gonna say, well, it's more pixels and more things done. But I'm seeing games from back in the day and now that have referees in the game. So, SCI got to stop talking to us like we're children. You can get that over on children, but you got more adults playing sports games than kids. And that's a fact. Research shows that more adults play sports games. Now, Fever has a mixture of both. It's probably half and half. But Fever is a top selling game. But you got people that love soccer. That's why soccer will always be one of the top selling sports games. I'm trying to I reached out to Ash a couple of days ago. I'm like, Ash, what's going on? And it's like he don't talk to me no more. He really refused to talk to me. 4 years is a lot of time. Ain't no way the ref that hard. Exactly. 4 years is too long, and SCI has um experienced devs on the team. To me, um aimbot is learning as he go along because the games that aimbot used to talk about was Minecraft. He's like, yeah, I know how to do this about Minecraft. It's just like you're learning. And they can't say it's the engine. And Love C Shorty could agree with this. It's not the engine. Because a lot of people keep thinking because it's not Unreal Engine, they can't put it in there. Yeah, but the workflow still, they have 70 people. They can't use that. They're using that excuse. Because once you start adding more people to your team, now people starting to look at you. And I'm like, look at little things that Love C Shorty does with his game. One person. Look at the overhand boxing. They have some fluid boxing mechanics in their game. The game is very fluid. So, what is keeping your 70 developer team, no, over 70 developer team from, creating the game that fans want? And then they optimize, it seems like they optimize the graphics on the game. My thing is, why are you optimizing the graphics on a PC game? The only time you should probably see graphics being optimized is when you're transferring them from a game, or a system that can't handle it. You're not even on PlayStation 5 or Xbox. So why is the graphics they're so low in quality? Love C Shorty got a lot of accomplished for one person. I don't get it with Undisputed. They got too much content for post launch instead of a launch with over 70 plus people. Yeah, it makes no sense to me. But their thing is, you got to learn somebody. I know somebody on the team, which I'm not going to put names out there. Somebody on the team keep telling them, you got to tell them this, and they'll believe it, which is true. Because I got people that come on my timeline trying to defend SCI. And I'm saying, how long have you been a boxing fan? How many boxing games have you played? I've played quite a few boxing games, and I've been a boxer for a long, nearly 40 years. No, over 40 years. So you trying to tell me certain things that you probably weren't even born. But there's so much that can be done. Why did victorious boxers have so many things in it? Look at the graphics. Look at the things they have in the game. That should be the model. And as you know, I'm gonna say it in every video too. As keeps saying that this game gonna be the NBA 2K of boxing. How? What are you doing to make it be the NBA 2K of boxing? You don't have tendencies. You don't have what makes NBA 2K what it is. The boxers they're not really unique to each other. Their movements, you probably give us one or two movements for certain boxers that replicate what they are. But my thing is, like I tell every company, if you give us two boxers fighting AI versus AI, that's how you could tell when you got your graphics on point, because they're going to fight similar to how both boxers fight. That's how you could tell. AI versus AI, not a person like me playing a game against a CPU, because I'm gonna play a certain way that may not be according to the way that boxer is, or that boxer might not fight the way he fight because of the way that I'm boxing, similar to the boxers that I have. It's like they like struggling. It's like struggling to put things together, and they only got a couple of months. Well, it's August now. You got September, October, 2 months. What are you gonna put in? It's like they feeding us. Their advertisement to me doesn't meet up still with what they put out. What they told us. And the console players are definitely not the PC players. And my thing is, once it come out on console, the Discord gonna flood. It's gonna be a lot of people getting banned. A lot of people getting banned because they're more extreme than the passive. Because to me, a lot of people on the Discord they're real passive, and to me, the moderator's not gonna know how to handle them. I was a senior moderator for a reason, and I know what to say and what not to say in a community setting. What you mean? Can I go more into that? Oh, my history of moderation. Well, I think I was a regular moderator for probably about 7 months, and from my understanding, they were going to keep pushing me because their thing they wanted me to be a developer at some point. They were trying to push me, but me, I always I don't stay on course with the way that they wanted me to act. I'm not going to lie about how I feel, but my history. Oh yeah. Well, my history with the EA community as a moderator and senior moderator was I was more interactive and I let everybody have their say. That's why I wasn't never. I think every once in a while I had to give people a timeout. I didn't officially ban them. I didn't never ban nobody the way SCI banned people. I give them a timeout and I go in the back. I mean, I go into their DMs. I'm gonna call it DMs, and I talk to them like, "Come on, man, you got to learn how to express yourself a certain way." I say, "I will not go against your ideas." Even it'll be like one or two people that wanted arcade gameplay. And I talk to them, and then they understand what the community wanted. I said, the community, you got to respect the community. If you want to have something successful, express yourself. And there was never no back and forth. The only time there was a back and forth or a hard time is like one of the other devs in the group because their way of handling things is different than mine. Oh yeah, they said that about me that I was showing cringe worthy memes and none of my memes. You just didn't understand. I mean, some of them they didn't understand what I was getting at, but the majority of the group, the fans, they understood it. And a lot of people they get upset with your discussions, like with the Discord. They felt that I was trying to bully people into think the way that I wanted them to think. Never try to bully nobody to think the way I want to think. I'm just not gonna lower my expectations or what I want to make somebody else ideas stand out there, and mine's I gotta lower what I expect. Yeah, I showed I made memes. Some of them the devs and everybody like, and some of them they didn't like. Oh well, you didn't like it, all right, erase it. And my thing is, everything shouldn't be quickly penalized. And my it was and it was brought to my I got video because I always take a picture of every conversation I have. They literally said that I was making the Discord out of balance, like I was trying to control the Discord. Never tried to control the Discord. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I'm like, it made me angry for a while because I'm like, yo, technically the Discord was my idea. I could prove that. I told Ash, I said, Ash, you need, because when Ash was contact me and stuff, I was giving Ash a lot of ideas. Gave him a lot of connections. That's why I feel like, yo, I help you get this thing in your game. I help you because he was telling me, Box Rec to help him get Box Rec because Box Rec, I was talking to them when I was helping round for round. Round for round, I had a lot of connections with people I was reaching out to. So my thing was whoever's making a boxing game, if I could get these entities like these groups into, I mean, these people into the game, I'm gonna get them in there. So my thing was, I hooked Ash up with um BoxRec. I hooked him up with CompuBox. I got receipts. I got receipts for everything, every conversation I had. I can give you the conversation when I had with BoxRec and the conversation I had with CompuBox. I even talked to the WBA. They don't have the WBA in the game. And he was reaching out to me. He reached out to me because he thought I was part of the team. He said, I want to be a part of the game. But come to find out, nobody's reaching out to the WBA. I reached out to the owner of the WBA. He reached out to me. He said, could you tell them to contact me? I want to be a part of Undisputed. Because how can you have a game called Undisputed and you don't have every belt that goes into the game? I mean, in the sport. A strong black voice always shakes them to the core. It's not passive, so it's taken as hyper aggressive when it's not. That's true, and that's crazy. It seemed like my voice, even though it's not heard in the group, is heard in the group. Like it's like he's the big bear, the big um Sasquatch in the group, and yeah, I heard I heard a lot of people say that too. I'm like, how can my voice sound like what I sound in real life? I say, yeah, you sound. You could tell by the way that you write that you mean what you're saying. You say what you mean. And my thing was like, if you have somebody that has connections, use that person. I wanted them to use me. I wanted the job that Ty has. Or we could have worked together because I sent a lot of boxes to Ty. I sent a lot. If you get, what's his name? Chris Bird in the game, that's me. That's all me. It's a lot of boxes that I sent Todd way. Or a lot of boxes I sent Ash way. Yeah, it does seem that way. Like they see me as Debo. Like when I come around, everybody start backing up off of their PC or dropping the change out their pocket on their PC. But my thing was always I support. I'm gonna support a boxing game. When I seen Love C Shorty making the game, jumped on it. Overhand boxing, jumped on it. Um, it's a lot of games that people that's trying to make game. It's a lot of people don't want me to talk about it, and I'm not gonna talk about it. They just keep saying it because a lot of people still scared about EA. I say you should be scared of SCI. If anything, forget EA. Because to me, if EA was going to make something, they would announce something by now. Because if they wait too long, they're going to let SCI have too much of a head start of getting fans caught into their game. Dad, man, why you bring that up? Yeah, I did. I do that. Yeah, you can see what they're capable of doing. The beta, to me, the beta, them first two betas, to me, they should have stayed right there. They should have just added on to that. It's like, yo, what are y'all doing? Why did y'all? It's, I think one of the devs left and he took everything with him. And said, hey, now y'all got to do it by yourself. Call that dev back. I see that EA, a lot of their main devs for Fight Night, they're no longer there. So all the people that think, oh, we're gonna get a good Fight Night, those devs are there, not their dev. Brian Hayes is not there. Brizzo is not there no more. Yeah, it was. I love the game. I was playing online because that was before they gave us we could play offline. I was playing online. I was loving it. I was like, Dad, they just add build off of that. But then everything seemed like they just downgraded. They got a new dev or aimbot was like, oh, it's starting to look too realistic. They're gonna start wanting more realistic stuff. We gotta we gotta degrade that. We gotta take that, knock that down a notch. It's crazy. My thing is, you post that when you buy people. I mean, when you hire people, you get them to do the things you can't do. And my thing is, I'm always said, no, I appreciate what he did for my son, but Aimbot is too much of a diva. It seems like Aimbot want to be in control of everything. Even if he don't know how to do it, he want to be in control of it. No, hire people that know more than you. So you can have, because when you hire people that know more than you, it makes it easier for everybody and you get a better game. Nobody on the wait no 10 years or 6 years from now after the game drops. Nobody want to wait that long. Like I said, and I'm gonna keep saying it from research and from me knowing EA made almost 5 games when they first started making boxing games. So they were bad already on SEO. You can't use that EA had a bigger team, they had a huge team. No, when they first started making boxing games, the team wasn't as big as it is now. It wasn't as massive as it is now. It's like they were trying to get better. For 4 to 5 games, SEI, they 4 years and they're still struggling. And I wonder, is it on purpose, like trying to stretch it out? And they really need the turkey out of sheet. That little bit of money that they getting from these investors that they talking about, I don't think that's enough to do what they really want to do. Because you got to realize, 7 people, those are 70 people. That's 70 checks they got to pay. So how much is that going to really dig into the funding that they get? That's 4 years. 4 years of, well, they ain't have 70 people in 4 years, but they got 70 people on staff, and you got to pay them people, and you don't have money coming in. That's why I'm like, you should have got money from Turk LC. It seemed like he would have gave it, and I'm wondering, is he gonna be helping with the promotion, because he do some heck of promotions. Corporate devs are hindered by workflow and pipelines. Bringing more people on doesn't translate to pushing out more content till their workflows are built. Yeah, but that's 4 years. I'm like, they should have some type of setup within that, some structure in that 4 year thing. So when you brought other people on, they fit into the certain structures that you have set up. And a lot of the people, because a lot of people keep saying SCI is an indie company, and when they say indie company, they make it sound like the devs don't know anything. No, a AAA dev, he could leave a company and start his own company. It's going to start out as an indie company. And my thing is, SCI is not using resources the way they should. Because when you get devs that's in the industry that have experience, they make things move more smoothly because they got that experience. Yeah, exactly. That's a fact, but I feel more should have been accomplished, especially with the console announcement months ago. Yeah, really should have. I think they're taking the console community. They're really not expecting it to be like what I keep saying it's going to be. I have experience. I know how the console community is. It's gonna be yo. Even if you look at it now, you got the people that's playing fight nights. The people playing fight night. Look at how they act playing fight night. Now look, and then look how they're gonna play when they play SCI. Because their thing gonna be, no matter what SCI says, their thing gonna be, why don't you have the things that Fight Night had, but better? That's all they're gonna say. Because most fans expect, when companies make a game similar to another one, they expect the game to be just as good as that one. Like when 2K bring out um, the football game, they are expecting that it's going to blow Madden out the water. So, and 2K already have that thing that everybody always talk good about, the older 2K game that they always bring up. So their thing is, once we make a game, once 2K make a game, it's got to be better than anything that Madden put out. I think they should have gave us on PC the update first before pushing it on console. Exactly. But they keep saying, when they put the console version out, it's going to be a major update on PC. But my thing is, you should have, like you said, it should have been on PC first and then consoles. But their thing is, they already gave us something on console. Yeah, and one thing I use a lot of Warframe. I don't know if anybody ever play Warframe. Warframe, they always have updates, and I used to be a Warframe player, and that game has excelled over the years. How long I was playing that game? But Warframe has been out for years, and the game always updated. They constantly update. They had dev vlogs. That's another thing. Why is SEI so scared to have meet the devs? It's a lot of games, especially indie games. They always have a meet the devs video. What they scared somebody like me is going to find out who that dev is and try to talk to them or influence them. Too late. I already know all the devs. You can get that information on the internet. I know every dev that's on the SEI team. yo, yo, that's how the EA fan base used to be. They used to be extremely angry about certain things. They used to, yo, you said 100%. If I was SCI, I wouldn't F with y'all either. Death threats and swatting. Not that serious, bro. Yo, those jokes used to be extreme. Ricardo Harris. Appreciate you, man, for coming through. A Smooth said, I agree with you, T Mac and Poe. They might do that closer to launch. I believe they will have an interview with you and let you play the game early with a bunch of other YouTubers testing. They ain't gonna let me do nothing. They don't. It's like they don't like fully ban me. They don't even want to talk to me no way. I mean, no more in no type of way. Like it doesn't make sense. And my thing is, you let me play the game if I like it, because people were excited that I was excited when I was playing the beta. They said, Paul excited about playing an online game? And I said, yeah. I said, they doing a lot of things, and, little tweaks and stuff. What you mean you got too weary? I just left the Discord. I got too weary. What you mean by that? I know when I was on the Discord, I had to detox myself from the Discord because sometimes I used to get mad about things, and I used to see some of the comments up there. And I'm like, yo, and I said, all right, let me stop. I'm stay away for about a month or two. What y'all mean by that? What y'all mean by worry? Oh yeah, he used to get on my nerve sometimes. Going back and forth with Scarpy, and others, when I was speaking, some things going to be unrealistic, so they probably going to have to use unrealistic solutions. Kids these days, isolation, no, isolating one of the top people that has the most important information to make the game better makes no sense to me. Exactly, exactly. Never ask for nothing or anything. I always do it. I say, you bring me on. I say, I don't expect nothing. And Ash, he had promised to put me in the game because he followed some of my posts online. Ash like, yo, Poe, you've been doing this for a while. I'm gonna ask your permission. Can we put you in the game and we'll put you in the game? That went away. Was planned by the mods. They made it so that it seemed like I really hated the game and hated all the devs and everything. So in Ash mods, it seemed like Ash to get influenced too easy by people. I open the AI is pretty good. See the AI. That see they keep selling us AI, but AI and tendencies are not the same thing. AI is going to do only certain things. We need tendencies because most of the time when you talk about AI is offline modes. So tendencies and AI they work together. They keep feeding us, oh AI, AI. That's not AI is one thing, but AI and tendencies are they need each other. That's what you need in the game. So you could program, and the stupidest thing to me is if you have tendency sliders and you got over 200 boxes, you put the tendency sliders in first. Now you could tune it with the sliders to all them 200 boxes. Anybody in the team can help you do that, and it won't take as long as you create the boxer, then somebody else grab the tendency. No, tendencies and they put them. You get the sliders. Now you can do it faster, or the community could do it. I also think team got fired and they hired different people. That's what I think happened in the earlier part. I know for a fact that because one of the guys I sent him to SCI. I was like, because I know him from I think he's working at EA, and I said, yo, I said, didn't you used to work at EA? I remember your name. He said, yeah. So I sent him to SCI, and he was under a contract for a certain amount of time, and he could have, you know, got it, redone, but he just went on and did his own thing. So I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people that left the team. And it's like you kind of see that people left the team because certain things in the game changed too much for the worse. Yeah, that's true. Because all these updates are coming like clockwork. Where was this a year ago? Tendencies, a smooth tendencies are a major fact in the game. The traits and boxer styles are cool, but without the tendencies and vulnerability are needed ASAP. Yeah, that's true. And you got people that always say, "Oh, Poe always talking about tendencies. He always talking about this." I always, yeah. Especially when I used to talk about tendencies when I was an NBA 2K fan. I used to get them ideas of different tendencies that they. I love tendencies. I love the whole thing that you could give um athletes what could make them who they are. Always loved that. So yeah, Tennessee is a major thing. I always when I gave EA the wish list that I gave them, I had Tennessee's capability, traits, attributes, and it was something else, move sets. That's another thing. I think the creative boxing mode should have move sets. So you could give boxers a certain move set that other boxers did, or you can mix and match them. Yeah, a lot of people want that pivot. That dodge is not real to me. Is not really a thing that's needed. I think the pivot, and I think they had pivot in the beta. I'm pretty sure they had the pivot, did they? Well, it was the movement that they were doing, the way it was done. It could have been like a pivot. Yeah, and my thing is, 2K they outsource for tendencies, and my thing is, why can't you outsource when I know people that did games that had tendencies in it? They were tech sim games, so they would be more of experts at it. And I put the out there for Ash and the team, but no one like responded to that because 2K they outsource for tendencies. If you think the team is too big to work on tendencies, outsource them. Yeah, I knew they had pivots in the game at one time. It is, and they're not when they look for. Every time I looked at their LinkedIn, they never look for these people because they keep thinking that AI and tendencies are the same thing. They're not. And when I talked to the AI guy, he was talking like when I would say tendencies, he talking like he knew what I was talking about. And I'm pretty sure he really don't know what I'm talking about. And I gave him examples. I gave him example what tendencies are and Tennessee sliders. I said we need Tennessee sliders because he was talking about the when he was talking about the way the AI was going to be implemented. I said we know we need sliders, especially for the creative mode, because the creative boxing mode is to me it's going to be limited if they don't have tendencies to go with the boxers. I don't like Undisputed gameplay mechanics and punch animations, not fluid gameplay, cumbersome controls. Yeah, I think the punches could be more smoother. Cause I see some type of clunking. I can't like put a hand on it, but I see some things on it. Cause I remember I used to complain about the boxes because they used that the boxes butt used to stick out like they were rabbits or something, and it seemed like the box was like being controlled by marionettes, by on stream, and they changed that because I hate that moving back and forth, and it's like you being controlled by somebody with strings. I want to know why you can weave and punch at the same time. What's up with that? Oh, you wonder why you can't weave and punch at the same time. Yeah, I don't understand that. Because you see older games do that. That's why I keep wondering, like, yo, what are y'all doing? Y'all keep saying y'all can't do certain things. It's like y'all don't want to do certain things, and they got to stop. And my thing is, at this point, it seems like they more focused on, all right, we did this much. Let's focus on the next game. Don't do that. Do not do that, because you gotta make sure that this game sells. You want this game to sell a lot. And if this game sells good, EA is gonna make another fight night because EA they want that money, the SCI. And my thing is, I know EA is gonna try to throw a bag out there for them, and I hope that SCI doesn't bite because I want more than one boxing game because it keeps the company trying to do better. But I left a whole thing in feedback as how they can implement clinching. I did that too, and it's like they get mad when you give ideas. They want you to give ideas, but they get mad when you give ideas. They be like they want you to over explain them. Why? Why should I over explain something? That interesting. From what Fanatical said before, it's certain design limitations they put in place. I heard that, but I'm getting from other developers that's not true. He to me he's repeating what he's been told. Certain design limitations they put in place intentionally that make it the opponent a fight, like how far and how fast you can lean, dodge, etc. Yeah, but from my understanding from other developers, SEI could put in whatever they want that fans are asking for. It's about the devs you got who have experience and what you intentionally don't put in the game. Mocap, a coding, that's how long can that take, honestly? This is a question for Love C Shorty, since he's a dev. Yeah. Mocap, it makes sure make things go along a little faster. Cause I kept remembering that companies used to tell me stuff like it takes 3 months for one character. Stop playing. You talking to the wrong person. I said no. Cause I remember when EA used to make boxers and they used to change up boxers. Cause when I was senior moderator, they give us stuff that they want us to put out. They give us a lot of some stuff that I had that never was put out. Like they gave us Mike Tyson when they made Mike Tyson and stuff. And I kept saying he was like overly muscular and he looked as stiff and stuff. They changed that. I tripped out when they were talking about ring girls in the Discord. We missed a lot not worried about no ring girls. Exactly. That's something that should be on the back burner. The basic things in boxing, that's what they should be focusing on. Crazy thing is Fanatical was a boxer and he works, plays the game. He should know what the game needs with specific mechanisms and movement. I don't know how much Boston Fanatical really says to the team. I'm not trying to go say nothing bad about Fanatical. I don't know. I know me, if I was in Boston Fanatical position, I they probably they'd have banned me. They'd ban me from the team. Because I wouldn't accept everything that they tell me. Because my thing is, when you tell me something can't be done, I'm going to get the proof and let you know it can be done. Yeah, because if a boxer is a boxer, if you're on a team, your input should really matter, and you shouldn't accept everything that the team says because a lot of times that's why I always do my research and I ask questions. I love asking questions because I would ask Love C Shorty a billion questions, but I know he already got a lot of things on his plate, and I don't want to aggravate him. But I asked a billion questions. Coach Corner made a video that was everything we needed and wanted and broke it down with examples. I was Coach Corner would be more active in the community. I love everything he was doing. It's like certain things we disagreed on, but I love everything that Coach Corner was talking about and saying. Oh yeah, 'cause yeah, Coach Corner be fired too. Because he was saying stuff when he came back from the dev thing that did. He said, man, he said it's so much missing. He said they're not, but me, I'm more persistent than Coach. That's the difference between us. But he was like, man, yeah, that too, Coach. I mean, that too, Love C Shorty. Cause I be don't hit you with one or two questions. No, I hit you with probably five questions, and I come around and probably hit you with five more, and then you see the whole list of questions, and you be like, man, I ain't answering all that. Yeah, but you as a dev, a single dev, you already saying that some of the stuff they saying can't be done can be done, which is true. And what makes it so bad? Y'all both use the same system. Y'all both use Unity, so it makes no sense. It's just it's just like some of the devs, like the AI got. Well, I don't know because you got AI, you got your boxes fake. See, I like how you answer that. You coming on 4 years experience and you have confidence with your 4 years. NetCI has devs. I mean, they have a 4 year game with devs that got some. A lot of them devs got 10 years. Some of them got more. Some of them got 7 years and stuff like that. They got experience, so they should be talking like you're talking. Basically, I'd rather for them to say we're not gonna do it now or something like that. They shouldn't say we can't do it. We're not gonna do it right now. We're saving that for something. We're saving it for later. They're not saying that. They say it like they can't do it. They're not giving people enough confidence in their capabilities. Love, see how long it takes to mocap and code something, somebody weaving and punching at different angles. And you know what's the funniest thing, A Smooth? Victorious Boxers, it has what you want in it. So I'm like, why can't they do that? Yeah, exactly, Smooth. And see, you basically saying it could be done. It's what's called. Keep telling you, it's SCI. It's the devs. Because to me, when you have a passion for something, you'll make things work. Over in boxing, they have a passion for what they're going to do, and I think their game, but I think the whole vision went away, and their thing is they want to make a boxing game. Hold up, these boxing moves looking better than SCI. Let's focus on boxing. I just hate that they don't got a name for their game. I keep hate calling the game overhand boxing, and that's crazy. And it's crazy because round for round, we didn't really have a name as a company. We used the boxing game name for the company and the game, round for round boxing. So I knew where that was going. Yeah, it's just so much. Oh, this is what I like about Love C Shorty that he did. The leaning on the ropes and you're able to fight off the ropes. I don't see that in Undisputed. So you doing something that they can't really do. I don't. I think Ali. They put a little bit of what Ali is, but you got two versions of Ali, and they both shouldn't be fighting the same way. It's like Ali was moving a little more smoother than what he seemed heavy. It seemed like the Ali character, even when he's doing his float like a butterfly, like he still seems heavy. When Ali, when he was fighting, it seemed like it was more floaty. Even when he threw the jab was more smoother, quicker. Okay, I didn't know that because I ain't played the game in a long while since my son took his gaming PC. Yeah, I ain't like that low seat. Yeah, that right there, you should be able to fight off the ropes more effectively, especially depending on your boxer, because every boxer can't fight off the rope. That's another thing that should be put in the traits. Able to fight off the rope because everybody can't fight off the ropes. The thing is, they move so too fast, you can't stay on the rope. You should be able to stay on the ropes, and that's another thing. I hear people, and to me, that's the casual fan base. They keep saying you shouldn't be able to stay in the, on the ropes and block, constantly block or stand in the middle. So you tell me if SCI put Winky Wright into the game or Ike Corte in the game, they shouldn't have their style because they hold their hands up like this all day long. It's up to you to know how to figure out how to get past that because they holding up their hands. They still got a body, but people want things to be easy for them. And SCI, when Ash made this game, he said he want the game to be like a chess game, not checkers. But a lot of people keep asking for checkers. I hate when people say, "Oh, he always holding his hands up and too long." It should be some boxers should be able to have a stronger arm defense than others. That should be a rating. Some boxers should be able to hold their arms up longer than others. They should be able to take more damage than others. That should be a thing. If you're making the game realistic, you got to add everything that's realistic to that boxer and boxing. I hate when we that we don't have the inside fighting that they were showing us at one time. It made me think that it was CGI or something because when they showed who was it? I think it was Joe Frazier and Joe Lewis fighting. No, I think it was Joe Frazier and Rocky Marciano fighting. The inside fighting looked pretty decent, and it seemed like they just strayed away from that whole thing. Or they got that magnet system now. That to me, that shouldn't even be a thing. Cause look at, I hate bringing this up, but it's an old game. Victorious Boxer, you could fight inside, outside. There wasn't no magnet system drawing you inside. I've seen other games. There's no magnet. Cause at one time, um, Fight Night, they had the magnet system. I don't know because I didn't play Fight Night Champion. My thing was I just watched videos. They gave me a copy that I refused. I didn't want the copy. So I don't know how the inside fighting was. I forget. That's how long I really watched one of the games. I watched one of the somebody play it. Yeah, and yeah, that's true. The community is always divided, but that's okay. But the thing is, you because me as a having experience as a moderator and stuff like and things like that, and I was a senior moderator. I It's okay y'all have different opinions and ways because that's where options and settings come from, and y'all should be able to agree on these options and settings. That's between you and the person that you're playing against. And as the Discord, they always try to act like I was trying to divide the community like what I like, and that's it. You can't force me to like what you want me to like. Yeah, that's true. But if they put in the right tendencies and stuff into the game, move sets in the game, people would like the other boxers because every time hear somebody, especially casual, they want the extreme from each boxer. They pick the boxer because he's extreme in what he know how to do. He might have a good jab, he might have a good right hand, he may have all these things. But if you make the game right, any boxer can be beat. And that's one of the things I was talking to Ash about. And that's why he said with with the chess and checkers. Because when you use strategy, no matter what kind of strength or anything the boxer have, you should be able to beat it. Yeah. That's a fact. You can't complain about skill gaps when you're not supporting things, other games that actually have it, or things that's implemented that has it. Realism doesn't sell to a point because if you make a super arcade game, like if a company come out and make an arcade game, it's not going to sell. It's not going to sell as well as possible. Because if you put, because no companies on the make games like Punch Out or these Look at Punch a Bunch. Punch Bunch did all right for what it was. It's the boxing game. You got boxers, you like a realistic boxing game. You got boxers that's gonna support it, and I think 90% of their fans are going to support it. Because I wouldn't say 100% because you got to realize you got boxing fans that's 70, 60, 70 that they don't play video games. So that's the reason. Nowadays, to me, that realism don't sell. I can't get with that because you got older people that play video games that want realistic games. That's all they talk about. When it comes to Madden, they want Madden to be as realistic as possible. When it comes to 2K, they want it to be too realistic as possible. And that's because to me, NBA Live was kind of arcadey. It was a hybrid, like the devs used to say. Um, NBA Live was a hybrid game. Fight Night was a hybrid game. They knew they couldn't make it fully arcade. This is the thing, yeah. They keep wanting them to balance this and that, but it's impossible. My thing when I hear balancing, I'm thinking arcade. That's what I always think because that's what I used to hear when I was on the EA forums. When they say we're gonna balance something, I'm like, hold up, what you gonna make that boxer not fight the way he fight? Like you don't want Wilder or say you don't want Wilder to have all the attributes that Wilder has when he's fighting somebody that doesn't have the attributes. Because to me, a boxer that's fighting Wilder, like let's say you're using Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali should be able to outbox Wilder, but Wilder should always have the equalizer with that right hand. That's realism. Oh, what's up, my guy? S.V. He hot. And I ain't said the way you said it because that's you. I'm letting you say it the way you say it. I can't sound as cool as you do. I'm saying. Yeah, appreciate you, man. What's crazy is they think every boss is gonna have different animations and how when they just got these animations looking decent. That's true. Uh, but they can't get mad at fans saying there's Ricardo. That's a fact. Game is now starting to look decent. I'm happy to have a game. I let you guys tell me the issues. I just got into boxing, and that's good you said that because a lot of people act like they know everything about boxing and they just start watching boxing like 1 week or 2 weeks ago, sometime 2 days ago. And they'll tell you everything that you supposed. I heard people tell me I don't know boxing. I say, hold up, I boxed. I boxed for 7 years. No, I boxed about 12 years. I don't even know why I said seven, but 7 years. I mean 12 years. I boxed. I didn't have a lot of fights, and that's because it's hard for me to get fights. Once you start knocking out people, especially in the amateurs, people don't want to fight you. There's plenty of times it'll be 40 to 50 boxers that sign up, and half of them will not. They won't fight. A lot of jokes used to say, "Look like I just got out of prison." I was, I think I was 17, 18 when I was had my first pro fight. Yeah, about 17, 18. And they said, look, I just got out of prison. I'm gonna kill somebody. That's when I had my dreadlocks and everything. Said like I was gonna kill somebody. Oh, that's who you is. Hong Kong food. You snuck in with a different name. Yeah, and people, even though this is what I hate. People use when you say NBA 2K, they always use the microtransactions to diffuse the whole conversation. No, NBA 2K, they try to do, they try to make the game as realistic as possible. You have basketball players on the team sitting right there. I think NBA 2K has that 10% um, arcade feel. It's more so now than it was, I'd say, four, 4 or 5 NBA 2Ks ago. It was getting there. Ricardo Poinesta and Love, see, we can definitely tell you all need to know, man. They don't know what they want. They want realism, but they make the game harder. 2K got it right. Realism with 10% arcade. Yeah, I can get with that because the realism gonna outshine the arcade. Now with EA Fight Night is backwards. Is 10% realism, and the rest was arcade. Yeah, cause this a conversation I had with a dev before. He said it should be strengths and weaknesses. Each boxer should have a strength and a weakness, and you should be able to exploit the weakness in a boxer, unless the person using the boxer make that weakness a strength, and that's true. Maybe an undisputed two can add vulnerability stakes. See, I hate to talk about the next game when it's like they're not trying to make this game so good that you're looking for the next game. Yeah, the first one need to have a lot of good things. Then you add on in the next game. Exactly as that. So when I was boxing, it was basically I was like Tyson. Like people were scared of me before I got in the ring. Cause I remember one day I was fighting this guy. He was his coach was catching. No, my coach was catching me. That's how it happened. My coach was catching me on the pads, and I was tearing the pads up. Bah, 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 bah. So I was walking after we got finished catching the pads, walking around, and I hear the guy. He said that guy gonna kill me. I said, Dad, I ain't want him to be that scared. Now I gotta chase him around the ring. I knocked that joke out in the second round. And what makes it so bad, he looked at like my sister ex boyfriend. Peace blessed be upon him. But that I hit that joker. I just could have sworn I killed him. I think he took a dive though after I hit him. After he seen how hard I punch. Can you make a player be sim if he doesn't know boxing? It's a sandbox. That's what they say. Technically, that's exactly that's how Ash was kind of explaining to me. You should be able to make the boxer according to how you're fighting. Now, if the person that you're fighting want to fight arcadey, that's on them. If they want to throw all those punches, it's like a real fight. Like said person like me was outside fighting somebody. They gonna throw a whole lot of punches, which happened before. Throw a whole lot of punches. Now, when they get tired, they want me to hold up. Hold up, man. Hold up. Let me catch my breath. No, nah, that ain't going. That ain't going down like that. And that's how they basically want it. I don't play online because I can no longer win with David Adelaide. I think they made adjustments to David Adelaide according to how he's been fighting. But that's another thing I'm talking about how they should let us be able to edit boxers and let them be the boxer we want them to be according to how we did our research on. That to me, that's a huge community thing right there. Create a character mode and editing has a big community within itself. And this is what I always been telling Ash and the devs. I said these are two communities that's within themselves: creation and editing stats and stuff. That has a community. So you want these huge communities to come together and do their thing because that brings more players to the game. And that's how it should be. Overcome your the person that you're fighting against his weakness and not and you use your IQ and skill. That's how the game should be. And my thing is, you know, people keep saying the arcade elements in the game. I think the fans playing strategic. So that realism adds a strategic part to the game. Because as realistic as the game get, it makes the player try to find other ways to win. Hopefully not cheating, but they try to find other ways to win because they're so competitive. Every movement in Fight Night is over the top. Exactly. It really is. And I've been saying that for decades. Over the top. That's the arcade element. That's the arcade element in Fight Night. Is there such a thing as too many mechanics in a game? No. I hope so, man. Try to get as many ideas as I can. He said, Lucy Show, he said, keep these streams going. The combo alone gave me great ideas. You need to do that contract idea I said. It gives a sense of realism, which I've been trying to give to um still SCI. I've been trying to give them that idea of a contract system. You do a contract system for online, especially if you put career mode online, you still should have a contract system that players agree on. Like they agree to play this certain style with the certain options and things like that. That's what's going to happen in Undisputed Online in the first 2 to 3 rounds, and people are going to get upset and get cooked because that stamina attack's going to be serious, and they should be. because that's how SCI selling themselves. They sold themselves as it's not like they just doing this without telling you. They telling you this is supposed to be a realistic game. They telling you, especially for the I don't know if they still gonna do the E3. I mean the esports thing, but if they do, they want the game to look as realistic. I mean, to play as realistic as possible because it makes more people watch it. You get the boxing fans, they'll be interested. So that means you got another fan base that's gonna buy your game. You got the boxing fans, and you got the in between, and you got the casual. So you're gonna get them people watching esports and stuff. Because Turkey Al Sheik is doing so that's a good thing if that's what SCI still doing, if they still gonna do the esports. I'm thinking loose footwork should have a bar. So it used for evasive. I don't think every boxer should be able to do loose footwork. That's why I say that was a bad idea. It's a good idea, but it's a bad idea. Every boxer shouldn't be able to do loose footwork. When did you ever see Joe Frazier do loose footwork? When did you ever see Mike? Well, Mike Tyson. He's a loose cannon. He do crazy things that you would say is loose footwork. But no, all these boxers not doing loose footwork. Footwork to me fits boxers. That should be something associated with a boxer, a mover. That's what loose footwork should. It shouldn't be a part of every boxer move set. I'm sick of the uppercut cheese. Uh, See, that's what certain things should be able to stop it. It should be up to. It's not you stopping the uppercut because to me, I think there should be more uppercut variations because a lot of boxers they the uppercut is their thing. Real life uppercuts is their real thing, something they use. It's just that you should it should be something that could stop that uppercut cheese. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the Crunk Gym because I don't know if you seen my post. Crunk Gym said they wanted to be a part of Undisputed. See, that's another thing. See, I reach out to these people. Todd be wanting people to walk up to him to be a part of the game. No, you got to reach out to these people. Cause I reached out to a lot of companies. I even was trying to get sponsors to help Still City. Still City still has a lot to work on before release. They really do. See the jabs. That's another thing. Jabs look the same, and the trajectory of the jab doesn't look good. A lot of people, nobody says that, and I'm like, yo, you really not paying attention to the jab because it looks like a jab, but that's not. A lot of people throw the jab different way. Some people turn their jab, some people just throw it straight out there, and some people throw it on another angle. It's so many jabs in boxing. There are a lot of jabs in boxing. There are jab uppercuts. Is and you and when I say jab uppercuts, there's like three different variants of jab uppercuts. There's different way where boxers do their jab, and then your jab should be able to, you know, you can throw it boom, boom. It should be like Larry Holmes. It's a video I put out of Larry Holmes. He threw 3 to 4 jabs in one session. Boom, 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 boom. Why is that not in Undisputed? Exactly. You never seen Wilder in no loose footwork, which is true. That's why I'm like, yo, why did y'all that? That's another arcade element because Wilder doesn't do no loose footwork. Wilder mostly is what he does. He walks. Wilder is a walker. You see Wilder tripping over himself. Yes, yeah, it's different variants of hooks, different variants of right hands. The overhand is different variants of that. It's a lot of punches they're not even adding to the game, which is crazy. Oscar De La Hoya is selling about new fight night game since February. I think we can play it in 2025. I don't know about no PC release, but I don't even know if this fight. I mean, I don't even know if it's a. We don't even know if it's a fight night game because a lot of Oscar De La Hoya boxers they're in Undisputed. I love the game and have total faith in SCI. Don't say total, please don't say total faith. Don't say you have total faith in SCI because there's so many things they're doing wrong. And I'm like a pinch away from saying on purpose. But no, they're just doing a lot wrong. But they need to have that ref ready to go. Oh yeah, yeah. The ref in the ring with the fighters will make the game look so much more better with the new improved gameplay. I sculpted Earl Spence and also Devin Haney. What you mean you sculpted? You made them as oh mod. I'm ready for the mods to come. I hope they do. If they have mods, they scared. I think they scared. They scared to add mods because if they add mods, that means the community show what they could not do. And that's why a lot of companies they scared to put mods in their game because they don't want the community to outshine them. Like Bethesda, I'm a huge Fallout fan. Like Bethesda, they got jokers making mods better than what the game has in it. Paul, you giving them too much information, man. They're about to get your stream shut down. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. And it's crazy. Like certain developers or my moderators, they won't unfriend me, but they talk slick about me. If you don't like me, unfriend me. Stop trying to watch and see what I'm doing. Ronaldo should send me those models just for you know. Obviously, I don't have rights to use them, but it would be cool to see. Maybe y'all could, if you know how to do mods and create characters, y'all could work together on something. Cause you looking for people to do sculpts. Y'all probably could work on something. Come to some agreement. I was disappointed with the creative boxer. Yeah, that's another thing. I said that out the box about things that should be added in the creation mode, like the hairstyles. It should have been way more styles from each ethnicity. How did I stutter that? Something like Mike Tyson. From each group of people, it should have been um, hairstyles, facial hairstyles. But they should be there. What's up, loves? Oh, the Boston Theory. Your game is fire. Can't wait for the new update. What bothers me is the backwards hook lands 1%. Yeah, it shouldn't. You should be able to back up and throw a hook and somebody coming towards you, but it shouldn't be a 100% thing. Now, if the person is in the field of your punch, you know, they're close enough for it to hit them, they should hit them. But if they're coming forward and they're not in range for you to throw the hook and hit them, it should miss. It shouldn't automatically hit that person and can knock you out with it without planting their feet. Yeah, that's crazy. If anything, if you ain't planted your foot, the only person I can see doing that without planting their foot, Wilder, if they had Tyson. The heavy hitters should have a chance of dazing you and knock you out if they not then really plant their foot. What about the catch and shoot mechanic? That's another thing that I was hoping for. And I seen what did they have that in Victoria's boxes? They had so many things that they like. These are the wow factors. You want the wow factors. That's the thing that NBA 2K was known for. The wow factor. You be like, wow, did he really do that? Did I really see that? That's what you want in the game. Yeah, the bow and arrow jab, exactly. I'm seriously looking for 3D artists. Blender ain't my strong suit and probably never will be. I tried to learn Blender and I just like, nope, not for me. Don't know. Yeah, but my thing is, this is what I gotta say to people is people want certain defenses and certain yeah, the mummy guard, but certain defenses should be like they might be impenetrable. Some people want like with Winky Wright, the people that punch hard, they want to complain about they couldn't get through Winky Wright guard because he had a body. He got you could punch around his guard. That's what fans should. That's the mindset that a boxing fan and then the casual fans eventually catch on to. Stop telling SCI that the guard is too strong and stuff. That means all you want is a knockout instead of you wanting to beat the person no matter how whatever. Like if you hitting them and getting points, you getting points. He's hard to beat. It should that's how if you say you was playing an arcade game, let's say Street Fighter, and whoever you was playing, he's hard to beat because his defense is hard. But you know how you could tap his feet, tap him somewhere else, and you win. That should be your mindset. I won by all costs. To be honest, my favorite game is not a traditional game. My favorite game is title bout boxing championship because my thing is when I play that game, it gave realistic results, and I always wish for that game to be what the traditional boxing game is. I wish that they could transfer them ideas to a regular video game because that's what I was trying to get Fight Night Round Four and Fight Night Champion to be. I used to give them ideas about that. I used to try to connect those ideas to the devs on EA, and then I come to find out that the guys that made Title Bout Boxing, they went to it was two brothers. They went to EA and EA turned them down because the game was too real. It would have been too realistic. Their idea is they wanted the Fight Night series to be more realistic than it actually was. Yeah, that's true. They want everything to be offense, but they don't know visually. Offense, an offensive fight against a defensive fighter is a beautiful fight. It could be a beautiful fight if you do it right. Because I've seen a lot of good defensive fighters get their butt whooped. Look when Oscar De La Hoya fought Ike Corte. Ike Corte had a good defense. Who else had a good defense? It's a lot of good defense. Like Winky Wright, he had a good defense, but he lost. That's what I'm saying. These guys were very defensive, but they lost fights. All right, my favorite boxing game that wasn't title bout boxing, I would say Fight Night Round Three because it was like what I expected it to be for Fight Night Round Four going on, but really didn't add on the from Fight Night Round Three to Round Four. Round Four was his own game, and from my knowledge, that they lost some data for Fight Night Round Three, so they couldn't use that to make Round Four. Round Four was his own game. Oh yeah, that was a good fight, but it was Pinnell was using defensive moves versus Oscar De La Hoya offensive output. It's more moves than um actual blocking defense. I don't know. You said it makes sense if you want a game to do big numbers as to be playable for kids only, mostly. But that was 10 to me, that was 10, 20 years ago. Now you gotta look at the people that was playing games, that idea doesn't live up to that because more people are playing games that's older because they were, let's say 20 years ago, the person was 18. They're 38 now. They're not gonna stop playing what they like because most of my friends that were playing Fight Night, that was on the Fight Night board all day long, they're grown up. Some of them has kids that's playing Fight Night now. They're still playing the game. Some of them say, because one of my friends, we had a show, a podcast show about for people to challenge each other. He used to put fights together. So but now he's a doctor. He don't have time to play games. He'll play it, but he don't have time to play games. But a lot of these fans that wasn't boxing fans, they want the game to be as realistic as the option. Because if you make a game that's only playable for kids, that kids gonna love it more, it's not gonna sell good. I'm guarantee you that. It's gonna sell decent numbers, but it's not gonna sell that well. And for one, kids they move on quicker from games than someone that's more invested in the game. Sports games. Sports games players, they more invested in the game. You say I play NFL 2K5 exactly. Now how old were you when you was playing 2K5 when it originally came out? Um, is it really more British boxers than regular boxers? I don't think. I thought it was like almost the same. See, that's what I'm saying. So a lot of people that was playing these games, because even when I was talking to the devs, I was talking to some of the old EA devs. They was basically on the same page I was saying. I said you cannot expect the same fan base from Fight Night not to as be basically like me. You can't expect them to want nothing less than what I've been saying. Because I remember some of the boxing fans, some of the fans on the EA forums, some of them weren't boxing fans. They became boxing fans because of the Fight Night series. Now imagine those fans now. My thing's always, because a lot of people always say it should be made for a certain group. It should have options. That's what I always say. It should be have options for each player. I mean, for each group of people that like to play boxing. I mean, that play a boxing game the way they want, or a sports game the way they really want. The thing with you got to look at why did NBA 2K, I mean NBA Live stop making games because they didn't want to leave the arcade the middle ground, like it's some arcade and some realism. They didn't want to leave that away because their thing is that the arcade got to shine more, and they couldn't sell that idea. It's been what 10 years since they made a 10, 11 years since they made a NBA Live game, and 2K going strong. I liked it the vision that THQ Undisputed game had. I like that game, and I'm not a UFC fan. That's what I'm talking about. I love the way they were putting the 2K games, and EA didn't want to really follow that vision that um, THQ had. They basically wanted like, no, we got to put our spin on it because UFC was selling the undisputed for THQ. It was selling good numbers. Oh yeah, that was my thing. Like the last 2 years of Fight Night Champion, I used to always say that because I remember when EA devs used to talk to me behind the scenes, or they were saying they were trying to get the UFC contract. And when they got the UFC contract, I said, I know what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna try to starve the boxing fans out, hoping that they become UFC fans. And that really didn't work. That really didn't work. The UFC fans were the UFC fans. The Fight Night fans, they weren't really interested in the UFC games. I think they got probably like 40 or 50% of the Fight Night community, but none of the rest of them wasn't really messing with the UFC games. They didn't like it. They were still hoping, just holding candles up, hoping that EA will make another Fight Night. Yeah, I had the Knockout King games. I had the Knockout King games. I had the Activision boxing game with the M's, like they were fighting the M's with boxing gloves on. Like if you looking down on them from the top view, it looked like M's with boxing gloves. I had that game. Did I have Ali boxing? Ali boxing foes? I don't. I think I did, but yeah, all them games. Yeah, that was their thing. They was putting boxers, and that's another thing. I said, y'all want to put boxers in the UFC game, hoping that y'all attract boxing fans. They're in their UFC. It's a UFC game. Why would fans go just for two or three boxes? It's not a boxing game, and that's what I hate about some companies. They treat if you do your research and you type in what's the demographic for adult fan base, put what's the demographic for certain things. It'll tell you it's a higher fan base for these games, for these sports games. The college game I heard was trash 10 years. Don't mean it's going to be good. Yeah, no, but the college game is getting good reviews, I guess, because some people really want it, but I don't really know how good it is. I might sit down and watch somebody play it, but it's gonna be what it is. Gonna like Madden basically almost the same game every year. So I guess whatever the college game is, it's gonna be basically what Madden gonna be. That's just my guess. Yeah, I ain't played a Madden game in 10 years. I think 10 or more. I think it's more. Yeah, because I used to love me some Madden, but I just can't be that guy just because it's a game that the sport that I probably like like playing. Um, I'm a support it. No, I couldn't support it. I couldn't do that. I remember when I was an EA mod, they used to try to put me on the Madden's website to moderate and the NBA 2K website, and they said they're gonna bring me up to EA for the NBA Live. I said, hate to tell you this, but I'm not an NBA Live fan. I said I like NBA 2K. They said you can't say that. Don't say that. Yeah, I'm truthful. Yeah, you said it's too complex. I want a sports game that's too complex. Well, I want a boxing game that's complex. But when you say complex, is it complex realistic wise or just complex in general? It's like they added too much. Oh, you said I feel so they add too many extra bells and whistles. But what do you mean by that? Because I love attention to detail. I got 5 minutes and then I think I did 3 hours. I did a 3 hour live. Got 5 minutes and then I'm gonna wrap it up. I like the idea of extreme complexity in a boxing game. There's a lot that goes unnoticed that makes difference between winning and losing. Yeah, complex in general as far as the throwing mechanics, juke moves, and the god awful tackling system and blocking system. I know what you're talking about. Especially with the juke moves, like they're too extreme. Now I could see if you were, how I forget his name. Not so much you can tell I really watch box. I mean watch football. But no, not Emmett Smith. Well, Emmett Smith, he was good with juking. But what's my man name? The short joker that retired too early. The way he moved is basically what we see in the Madden games now, and that shouldn't be every player. It should be unique to that player. Just like with a boxing game, everything should be unique to that character. I know it's not Barry Sanders. Thanks. Yeah, Barry Sanders. He was unique with the juking moves. He should be the only. I mean, should be the one that should be unique to. There's other football players that do things uniquely. That should be what they. But not every player should be able to do that. And then the developers, they gotta speak up, be like, yo, you want a realistic game, and we giving you what your players do for by themselves, not what you want them to do. If you juke, it should be very basic. It shouldn't be extreme like what Barry Sanders does. Like if you have somebody that tackle, it should be like if that football player tackles and he's good at tackling and breaking tackles, that's what he should do. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. That's what developers tell me. Developers tell me that some companies they leave certain things out so they don't have to look for it later. And that's crazy. Like with Undisputed, they're leaving so many things out. It's like they want to save it for the next game and not like it's the major big thing that they've been working on. No, that should have been in the game before any other thing was added to the game. Robes, referee should have been basic things. Then you build from there. But they added everything else that, people gonna complain about. That's for our people in. I appreciate y'all for coming in. Um, Me too. I love complexity in the boxing game too. As long as it's done realistically and it executes the way it will look in real life. All right, y'all, I'm about to shut it down. It's been 3 hours. Some of y'all got in late. I wish I'd have came earlier, but I might do another show Tuesday or Wednesday. If not, I could do another one tomorrow if y'all think y'all will want to do it. Y'all want me to do another show tomorrow. But you know, I just think that y'all came in here. I appreciate y'all. And much love and peace. Now I gotta see how do I end this on my pad. Yeah, I think I had a good turnout too. Appreciate you for stopping in, man. I'm gonna keep doing this so you get ideas and more people because see that you're still floating, doing your thing.